What's up, YouTube? Dustin here, Floyd's Landscaping, and the wife is over there playing on her phone. Well, we got some new phones that have better quality for recording, of course, better than the LG O90 I had. Okay, tonight's discussion: business, goals, and points of interest. Now, on my other channel that I started, that wasn't exactly what I wanted. I changed things out. Was business point of interest. Okay. You as an entrepreneur, where do you want to go? How do you have to do what you have to do for the area that you live in? Because all the customers in your area could be different from all the customers in mine. And I'm going to have 20 different styles of customers in my area versus your area due to the areas that we live in. Now, which would fall and lean on how you would do business versus how I would do business. Okay, how I started was I was broke. It's fluctuating. It's burnout season for mowing and all, but I still have customers calling me. I started out with $266 in my savings account. Hey, I looked at my wife and I said, "I'm tired of being broke, honey." And she looked at me and she said, "Yeah, why is that?" I said, "Because every time I come home from my main job and I pay all the bills, we don't have nothing left. So I'm going to change that." Laws of attraction help me. And it's helping me become more successful every day. I'm the person that sees it. What I did yesterday, I could do the same thing today, but 20 times better. To persevere ahead of myself from the previous day that I was at. Sometimes I wonder even how I got here, but that's besides the point. I started out with $266 in the savings. Went and bought a basic push line mower. It's by Troy-Bilt. It's the TB100. Nothing fancy. I needed something that will cut grass. I needed to find small yards, something that I could charge a decent. Back to what I was saying. I started out with the push mower. I started making money. I started stacking money, then investing. I built what I earned up to a certain point. I didn't even have a trimmer at the time. Well, made enough money. About $200, something like that, maybe $179 actually. I bought a Troy-Bilt curved shaft trimmer. Wasn't a fan of it. Moral of the story is I started getting my baseline equipment, worked up from there. I exchanged the equipment, returned it back to Lowe's because I had nothing. I actually had to loophole myself around in getting accepted for a Lowe's credit card of $1,500, which $1,500 in capital was enough for me to even start my business out. I have worked my ass off to get to where I'm at now, and I've made quite a bit, but I haven't seen half of it because of all the investing I've had to do to even hardly move up a notch above where I used to be. Because I got tired of pushing and pushing and pushing. I was wore out. I was coming home. I fall asleep. I couldn't really do nothing. And I told my wife, I said, I can't be pushing this mower. It's hurting my wrist. My back's killing me. My legs are hurting. I'm used to it. I mean, I've mowed over 500 houses in one day. One second. Mowing 500 houses. And, I got used to it. When it's already pre-contracted through another company, like Keith Kaffa says, you work for a business, a landscaping business, for 2 years. You got all the experience you need, and then once you're comfortable, you go full-fledged on your own. Yeah, there's plenty of competition out there, but it's your damn choice whether you allow the competition to eat you alive. Yeah, it may be watered out, but you could be the difference in your local region on why people want to come to you with their services. Now, what I find funny with the laws of attraction is whenever I shouldn't be allowing myself to get broke, but I'm not broke all the time. It's actually very rare until I become non-lazy. Laziness is the issue. of following up with retention of customers. Actually, they call me. My phone's starting to ring a little bit more than what it used to. But moral of the story is, I returned all the equipment, and I'm jumping back and forth on subjects here. Don't mind it. I'm going to recap what I was saying, just to keep you back on track with where I'm going. I returned all the baseline equipment. I got Husqvarna, the all-wheel drive push mower. Nothing big, nothing fancy. I'm still very tiny right now, but I'm gonna grow my business bigger, and I want you guys to follow along with my business and how far I've came, the things that I've gotten, how hard that I've worked to get to where I've gotten. And some days you're gonna make $200, $299, maybe $350, and then watch it all go away in the same day, and you not even get a chance to touch it because you're in debt. Society raises itself to be in debt for a reason, because they allow the debt to consume them. That's why the United States has spending problems, and they're trillions in debt up to their eyeballs. And they want you to see the economy as a whole. Our economy sucks. Now, one by one, per person, if they make their personal economy better, the whole economy will get better. You don't need to focus on the economy. You need to focus on your personal economy. Now, it's up to you to allow that to happen. That's where the laws of attraction come into play. And to top that off, like I said, I'm still going through a lot running a business. You're going to go through a lot to try starting a business. I really didn't have anything starting a business. I didn't need $10,000. I didn't need $20,000. I can domino effect my way down to that point, to where I'm seeing $20,000 in my bank account that I did not have to borrow. Now you have taxes, you have your CPAs, you have your commercial tags, you got to have your trailer tags, your vendor's license, your applicator's license. There's just so many things that you have to learn as you go, and you can't just, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna get myself a school. I'm gonna borrow $50,000 and I'm gonna go to landscaper school. No, you don't. No, the only landscaping school is going and working for a company, learning what they have to teach you for free and getting paid while doing it so you can cover your bills. And when you get comfortable enough, you can jump out the nest and fly. But I'm not promising you're going to fall, because you are. You will. And you're meant to fall for a reason. I'm not trying to get off on ranting here, but the whole point of this video is points of interest. Setting yourself on a path that not only can you persevere and improve and grow and gradually become bigger and create a money machine, but it will help others too. You can provide jobs for people, but that's where legal stuff comes into play. That's where 1099s come into play. That's where our W-2s, however you prefer your CPA, which is what I mentioned earlier in this video, certified public accountant, to do the taxes for. Or you can do 1099s where they are responsible for what money you pay them. And if something goes wrong, that's their fault, which you'll be getting into conversating about the IRS, yada, yada, yada. The whole list goes on. But the goal is to every day do better that day than what you did for the same thing you did the day before. It's called being optimistic. Learn it. Apply it. Use it. Use what knowledge you learn as you go. Just like being in school. You're working on a math equation and you don't understand how the equation works, and you sit there and you're puzzling your mind and you're bashing yourself in the face because you can't figure it out. And then maybe a week or so later, you're slapping yourself on the forehead needing a V8 because I don't know why I said that. I was just saying because it came to mind. Because you realized how easy that equation was, but you realized how long it took for you to get to that point to understanding it. And then realizing how easy it was after trying to figure it out for a while. I want to try to keep my videos under 15 minutes, so I'm just letting you guys know that. But it's up to you to learn and apply and reapply every day, learning how to talk to customers. I'm rambling through some stuff to give you a journal idea for future videos, so that way I can dissect what I'm talking about to you guys, to dissect it and help you see the picture. Now, for all the guys that know what they're talking about, um, criticize me. I mean, you give me pointers, it doesn't matter. I don't care. That's solely your freedom of speech. I don't mind. I don't mind criticism. But I do know from what I have learned, what I have truly learned in the right way to give to others, to use as a tool, a mental tool, to make themselves persevere to be better than what they were previously. Now, everyone's got an opinion. You're going to have people out there, oh, don't watch that person there. I wouldn't watch that guy. You don't know what he's talking about. They can say that, but they haven't sat down on their ass and actually dissected and watched. They just hear me talking through the phone to you, and you wouldn't be watching me if I didn't have your attention in the first place. So you got to think about it. Which is very true. I mean, business, to correctly start off, you need to start from scratch. You need to crawl before you walk. You need to use what knowledge you know and branch it off to different separate bubbles of information for different subjects that you can apply better skills to. So you're adding better skills underneath your belt as you go. Now, like I said, I'm rambling right now. I'm all over the place in conversation. And I do talk with my hands. Yeah, I know. I don't need you to tell me. But the important part is the dissection of what you learned and strategically branching everything out to suit you, to suit your business, to suit your region that you're in. Grow it. It's like planting a seed in the ground and watering it, giving it sunlight, and making sure it's properly taken care of so it grows. You don't see a baby being born and walking and talking. They have to crawl and grow and look around and kick and whine and cry as hard as they can because they don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand how to move their body. They can't control their crying. I'm using that analogy and applying it to you as the new user of a business. You're going to come in the business not knowing what to do. You're going to be kicking and screaming and getting mad. Yeah, I farted, so what? I didn't expect that. And getting mad because you can't figure out or understand what you're doing until that week and a half later, you look back and be like, why didn't I see that way? Why didn't I know that? I know that now. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to dissect it for you. Just keep following. Like, subscribe, share. I hope you guys enjoy watching my rambling on videos. Yeah, I'm getting tongue-tied. But everything that I said and how I started out is true. I didn't think I can do it, and I'm doing it. I've got commercial tags. I've got the signs on the side of the truck. Always, reminder, always make sure you have commercial truck tags. Or, where it says truck. Because if you get pulled over by a police officer and they run your tags and they see they're not commercialized tags because you're making money out of that vehicle, you're going to get a fine or a ticket or whichever they decide to provide for you. And you're going to have to show up to court. And then they're going to investigate, why are you doing this? And then they're going to look further into it. And it goes down from there, trust me. And I don't have to worry about that because I've got commercial tags. You've got vendor's license, you got LLC, you got your applicator's license. There's just stuff you'll learn as you go. Trust me, you'll get it. You'll get it. All right, I am under my 15-minute mark. I will see you guys here in a bit. I'm going to try doing one video per day. Like, subscribe, share to Facebook. I don't care. Follow. Y'all take care. Bye.